Welcome to All the Bits, a fake radio variety show about board games, the community, and all the lovely, lovely bits. Now it's time to dive into the bits with Shaun and Michelle. Welcome to the pod.
Welcome.
This is episode 15.
Are you shortening podcast to pod?
The pod. I'm trying to be cool.
Your totes cool?
Totes my goats cool, man.
Yeah, okay.
This is episode 15.
Yes, it is. Episode 15 is the week of... Crystal.
February...
Crystal.
Oh, Crystal. I'm still out of it. I'm still, like, in Florida mode.
Yeah, you came back to, like, 5 feet
I
of snow.
literally came back to a blizzard.
Yeah.
From wearing shorts.
Yeah.
And being in the most magical place in the world.
I'd feel sorry for you, but I had to stay in the snow the whole time, and you didn't, so...
You know what the kids say? YOLO. I don't know. This is this pod. Okay, so our 15th episode anniversary is Crystal.
Yes, and we picked Vast the Crystal Caverns.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Super original, yeah.
Yeah, but that's like, right. It's literally a crystal.
It works.
It's literally a crystal cavern.
Literally.
Literally?
Literally.
Literally.
Thanks for the fix there.
Yeah, let me just correct everything here. So, Vasta Crystal Caverns, any other ones? I know someone tweeted us, Colleen, about do gems count?
Do gems count, yeah. I thought maybe Crystal, I feel like I've got at least a few euros with Crystal in it. Like, I was thinking maybe Caverna, but I think Caverna's more like gems.
What about Sentry's Golem? Are those crystals?
I don't know.
There's some sort of shiny rock.
Sure.
You know?
And I think there might be crystals in Legends of Andor, maybe.
Pretty much, I feel like anything involving dwarves should have crystals.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
but I can't think of anything specific.
Yeah, but Crystal Caverns is a good one.
Tweet us your picks.
Yeah, tweet us your picks if you're...
At All the Bits Pod.
Good job. I'm glad. And where else can they send their picks?
Also at All the Bits Pod, but this time on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Look at you.
Making sure. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
We might have a Gmail account.
We do? Where's that?
It's allthebitspodcast@gmail.com.
Nice.
Okay, I did it.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do it anymore.
No, you're going to have to do it a lot. We're going to keep going until you people start tweeting us.
The Bitsers.
The Bitsers in the internet world.
Yes.
We have all these lovely new listeners
that
have joined the show. Hello, please don't leave us, because we really don't want you to leave us. And don't get scared and run off. We're going to get to the meat. This is going to be an awesome episode. We're going to get to the meat and potatoes of it.
Speaking of our listeners,
yes,
I did get 2 more ideas, I guess, for the Ivory. So last episode was Ivory. And we got a few more suggestions. Mm-hmm. Both happen to be Ivory Towers, but in 2 different games.
Oh, yes. See, so someone tweeted about... I was talking about that magic card. Yeah. Right? And I couldn't remember what it was.
But okay. I didn't remember that. Yeah. So, yeah. And then also there's Ivory Towers in Small World.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, cool. Some more Ivory bits.
Ivory, and hopefully we get lots of crystal ones.
Hopefully.
And speaking of our new listeners, I just want to take a shout out to Blue Peg Pink Peg that were so kind enough to tweet us out as a recommendation for
as witty,
which is weird because at least one of us is pretty funny and witty, and then there's you.
Yeah,
but a big thank you to them. They've been especially Patrick has been pretty instrumental in helping us with our podcast and
indeed
fixing our audio and helping us to get things straightened out. So they've been a big source of inspiration and help. So a special thank you to them.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes. And so what do we have? What do we have on tap for today? What are we doing? Which is our funny bit next.
Our next bit is... Do. No, that's not. No, that's Guess the Game.
That's Guess the Game. What's the... do we have one for...
I don't know. That's it now.
All right. Who's going first for our Ask Me Anything bit?
I will ask you anything first.
All right, ask me anything.
Okay. This is pretty PG.
Okay.
All right. Literally. Or, sorry,
Literally.
Yes. If your favorite designer and publisher got together to produce or publish a game, and it'll be good, I promise, on a Disney movie, what movie would you pick?
What? Oh, so I pick a pre-existing Disney movie.
So there's a designer and a publisher, and they're coming to you and say, pick a movie, we're going to make a great game.
Based on a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Aladdin?
yeah, that would be
my favorite
pick.
Disney movie, so that'd probably be one. And he could steal gems. You know,
fly on a carpet,
steal gems from the bad guys from Jiraku. No, what's his name? No, that's a game. What's the bad guy's name? Why can't I remember?
Jafar.
There we go. I was really close.
Yes.
Yeah. So that would be my pick.
That would be a good one.
Yeah,
I would approve of that.
Lion King would probably be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
WALL-E could be good, like a apocalyptic surviving game.
Plus super cute robot.
And super cute robot. WALL-E. Nemo would be pretty good. Is that my WALL-E? No, is that not good? Isn't that what she says?
Maybe, but I don't think it sounds quite
Sean
like that.
Fail.
Yeah.
I suck at life.
Sean Fail number 1 of the episode.
It's going to be a lot. All right, are you ready for me to ask you anything?
I certainly am.
I'm back to wordsmith.org.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, the last time I was at Anagrammer or something, right? Now I'm at a new site, wordsmith.org.
You're just cheating.
I have fun with Anagram. I've been listening.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. I listen to like a lot of weird comedy and trivia podcasts, and they tend to do anagrams all the time.
So you just want to torture me?
Yeah. This one should be. We're just going to pick the first one on here. Racial go.
Racial go?
So it's one word we're looking for, but the anagram is 2. Is racial go.
I want to say archipelago, but there's certainly not enough letters.
You know,
that kind of looks like it.
Yeah, this also makes for such great radio.
I feel like...
Maybe I'll talk to people at home while you're doing that and tell them how sad I am to be back in blizzardly Calgary. Unfortunately, you know what I didn't get to do when I was in Florida and Orlando? I didn't go to cool stuff.
No?
Which is unfortunate. I went last year.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I would have liked to get a game just to say that I got one. You're looking for something about farming.
Oh, it's Agricola.
Yeah.
I was like, Amerigo? Rialto? Agricola.
I'll try and
It's so obvious once you see it.
They always are. I suck at anagrams. That's why I go to wordsmith.org/anagrammer.
Well, I really appreciate the hint.
Yeah. So that was my...
Speaking of hints.
Yes.
I'm going to probably need to give you some.
Okay.
Because we're about to guess the game.
Do. Okay.
Yep, that's the theme. All right. Do you want to do?
You bring it
first.
Yeah, bring it since you're going to have to.
Okay,
give me
I need to find
hints.
it on my phone first. Okay, I thought I'd do something a little bit different this time, and start with the bits.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Because we're all the bits.
That's right.
Nice.
That's good connection.
Friggin' nailed it.
Man, you're on top of it. Okay, so the bits include 5 different animal types and 6 different resource types.
Caverna.
Oh, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was like, is that going to be too easy? It was too easy.
Okay. Are you ready for yours?
Yes.
Maybe soup.
Agricola.
No. You already had Agricola.
I know.
Let's just... Okay. So, I'm gonna do... Because I think there's certain things I can't give you for this game. Okay, so this is classified as a strategy game.
Okay.
The mechanisms are tile placement and worker placement.
Okay. Tile placement and worker placement.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's not worker placement. Okay, keep talking.
The artist is Clemens Franz.
Okay.
I'm just like literally naming anything, every single hero in the world right now.
Yeah.
Right. The weight is 3.78.
Okay. What year was it published?
It was published in 2013.
2013. How tile placementy is it?
Ish.
Why do you keep laughing? I feel like there's a catch.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah?
The playtime is 30 minutes to 210 minutes.
Oh my gosh. And it's... Okay.
Plays 1 to 7.
Yeah. It is Caverna.
Yes.
It's like, there's no way. There's no way.
That was hilarious. We had no idea what we were picking.
So I thought maybe you did that on purpose.
No, I had no idea. No, I just, what I usually do for a thing is I go to the hotness. I just pick a game from the hotness list.
So apparently this is like our Uwe episode.
Oh, is it?
Well,
yes,
I mean, we already talked about Caverna
and Agricola.
Yeah.
Wow, Uwe.
Yeah.
Uwe on your face.
Ode to Uwe.
Uwe. No?
Why do you have to go there?
So our episode name is not going to be Uwe on your face?
I mean, it could be.
It can be. It can be Ode to Uwe. Ode to Uwe on your face.
Ode to Uwe on your face. There. I like it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, before we lose our listeners.
Oh, it's too late. We lost it like 10 minutes ago.
Darn it. We're screwed. All right, what are we doing next? Because what's our sound effect?
That means it's time for BGG Thread Spotlight.
Michelle?
Yes, Shaun?
What's a BGG Thread Spotlight?
It's a BGG Thread Spotlight.
What's BGG stand for? Literally.
We find a thread on BGG that we like, and we spotlight it by discussing its contents and giving our opinions.
All right, well, let's do that.
Let's
give our opinions and discuss the thread, themes that are barely used and you would like to see more of.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the original poster,
OP,
Joe Langdell, said his theme that things is barely used and would like to see more of is Native American and tycoon-style games. Tycoon-style def.
Yeah. Native American. I feel like you have to be very careful.
Definitely.
With Native American.
That's a touchy subject for sure.
Yeah. We're Canadian, so.
Yeah.
No. Native Canadian games.
I'm not saying anything.
Are there any? I guess is
Okanagan.
Lewis and Clark. No, I'm talking about Native American games.
Oh, yeah,
right? Lewis and Clark?
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, have to do with that?
Yeah.
I can't think of any other one.
It does.
Discoveries,
I'm sure there's
Lewis
more.
and Clark.
Yeah, there you go. I know there's more.
The not yet released Lewis and Clark, the card game. Lewis and Clark,
is there really?
The dice game. No, Lewis and Clark, the dice game. All right, so
we just kind of went through and picked some other ones instead of normally we read people's comments, but we just went through and picked some that we thought were interesting.
So Hospital. Mm-hmm. This is more you than me. I don't like anything to do with hospitals.
No,
hospitals are yucky.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential. I mean, there's definitely been a few, and none of them seem to have really taken off. But I think it's there's a lot of potential there.
Tea and coffee?
Because
tea and coffee are important to one's survival.
Yeah.
There are quite a few games. I feel like there's more coffee.
Yes.
And what's the tea game with the sugar cubes? It's like a little card game.
Elevensies?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Elevensies.
Yeah. And tea is the new expansion for Fields of Arle has tea.
Has tea in it? Well, tea is the new coffee.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
I think it might have been a few years ago, but I feel like coffee's making a comeback.
Have you ever had Forever Nuts from David's Tea?
No.
Dangerous.
Yeah?
Wicked awesome.
Sounds really gross.
No, those Forever Nuts are amazing.
Blech, that sounds
Tweet
gross.
us your favorite coffee teas from David's Tea.
At All the Bits Pod.
All right, what's the next one?
Swimming. And this person was like, the actual sport of swimming, because there's a lot to it, I guess. I was like, meh.
You have to try and be the next Michael Phelps?
I guess so. Yeah.
Michael Phelps, baby. The Olympics started this recording this morning. Yeah.
I've heard.
I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock and watch short track speed skating. My favorite Olympic sport.
Really?
Love.
And you're going to get up
No,
early?
I probably won't, but I'll watch it in the morning when I get up.
Okay.
But I love short track. It's like roller derby on ice. It's awesome.
I don't think I've ever watched it. Okay.
It's going to be huge because it's really big in South. Okay.
It's going to be huge.
Huge.
Okay.
Huge.
Rebuilding Detroit. I think that sounds like a great thing.
That sounds hilarious.
Not hilarious.
No,
good.
Hilarious. It's hilarious.
I feel like a lot of these would just make good Euros.
Yes. Modern Office.
I don't know. Red stapler for the first player marker. That's all I got.
Mm-hmm. Traffic flow.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really interesting one. Police games, like a SWAT team is what they suggested. There's the one, what's the police precinct? Yeah.
It's a big game. It's basically whatchamacallit.
I don't know.
Flashpoint.
Is it?
But
similar? Police? Yeah, I've always been curious to try it.
Which is a fun game. I played it. It's a fun game.
Yeah, I've always been curious to try it.
Illegal drug trade. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can Euro the crap out of that.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Actually, someone taught me Santa Maria, the new dice game, using drugs. and now I can't see.
Stop
There's like
doing
these
drugs. Michelle
little
cannot...
white sacks, and I don't know what they are. It's cocaine. For sure, forever.
Michelle cannot stop doing drugs. It's a problem.
That's not what I said.
That's basically what you just said.
No, that's not what I said.
That's literally what you said.
Were you even listening? I feel like you weren't listening, maybe. Maybe you should turn off your phone.
I don't know how to turn off my phone. It's because people keep tweeting us.
That's what it is.
And when I say people keep tweeting us, it's your husband tweeting.
Favoriting us?
Yeah, is that how it works?
He's so supportive. He did favorite us.
Yeah, he did. All right.
Okay.
Air traffic control.
Yeah, similar to traffic flow, but also thought that would be interesting. Real estate.
Like
first, there's for sale, but
and
there's some
you
good
could do
economic
cocaine.
goodness.
You could do cocaine in that too.
You could. Yeah.
I've heard. Well, I don't want to insult anyone at all.
Okay.
Real estate agents like cocaine.
So now you're just saying it anyways. I think
don't be offended.
If you say it quieter, it doesn't mean it's less offensive. You do know that, right?
I may have to cut things out of this episode.
Okay, anti-colonialism, so like being on the opposite end of things.
Yeah.
It's like, it's kind of like that concept behind Spirit Island where you're Mother Earth fighting back. I thought that was, Anyway.
Anything not revolving around fighting monsters or battling nations.
Yeah.
So every Juve game.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, this is my favorite. Is the next one.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, zombies trading in the Mediterranean with ninjas, of course.
Of course.
I would pay to do that. I would buy that game.
It would be pretty cool if
it would be awesome.
Did something like
Can you
that.
imagine, like,
just
like
super tongue in cheek,
and they could trade like brains or like guts, intestines, sphincters, like the whole deal.
I feel like I was interested, and
now
I'm not interested.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. And the last one is waffles, because why not?
Waffles are awesome.
There's actually a waffle game. There's Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's like in the Eggo box.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I don't know what kind of game it is, but
probably terrible.
Yeah, but
you know,
you could just put it on your like bookshelf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What else? Do you have any? What's yours? The listeners will be shocked to know what yours is.
Music, yeah. So like composition or improv or orchestration. Like some orchestration would be super cool. I'd love to see it. I know there's a few like okie dokie kind of. I mean, it was super pasted on theme. Mm-hmm. And there's Take the A Train or something. A card. Maybe they changed it to sound more gamey. But anyways, it's like a trick-taking game out of Japan, and it's got a jazz theme on it, which is awesome. But again, these are like card games with a really pasted on theme. Yeah. I can't think of just anything that's like really, actually. Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
And there really isn't anything.
No.
What about you?
Baseball?
No.
Baseball? Yes, totally.
No.
Okay, let's maybe like more sport games that are like you know, even like baseball. So baseball's my favorite sport, as everyone knows. Michelle's favorite sport too.
Yes.
But there's no like there's baseball highlights 2045.
Yeah, bottom of the ninth.
Bottom of the ninth is good, but bottom of the ninth is a very like 10-minute like you're literally in the bottom of the ninth of the baseball game and you play that one inning. Which you're like, what does this mean? You're basically at the end of the baseball game, right? The last 10 minutes of the baseball game.
I'm not that naive when it comes to baseball.
And yes, but baseball highlights, like, it kind of feels like a baseball game, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I would like a baseball game that actually feels like a baseball game.
Oh, I thought that's why everyone liked baseball highlights.
Well, it's just an awesome game. Like, I don't know how much it feels like I'm playing a baseball game. Well, it feels like insofar as you're playing with, like, robots and cyborgs. And you're moving
humans.
Things You are. And it helps to have, I have the Meeple, let's say Meeple Circus, Meeple Source baseball players.
Okay, nice.
For each color to do it. But, like hockey would be, there's, like, no...
Have you played, I've always been curious about this one, the deck, there's a hockey deck builder. Yeah. I thought that was such a great idea.
Yeah, but it's, again, the problem is it's just pictures, and it's the Cryptozoic... You know, Cerberus, whatever they call it.
Okay.
Their system. So it's the same as Street Fighter and Lord of the Rings and all those things. And you can combine. Let's play hockey / Lord of the Rings. You can combine them together. I think there's a way you can combine them all. It's just some of the terminology is different.
Okay.
But again, that's it's very pasted on. And they don't support it like they do DC. DC, they actually really support. The other deck building games, they don't really support. But other than that, there's no real good hockey.
Yeah, I haven't really heard about.
Yeah, so I would like to see more sport games that make you feel like you're actually doing it.
I would not.
I know you wouldn't.
No interest.
Yeah, I know.
Although I am now interested in Coldwater Crown.
Oh, I have that. That's a fun game. Have you played it?
No.
Oh, well, we should play it.
I was like, no, I'm not interested. But now I've heard the mechanisms are quite
Yeah, and it actually kind of feels like you're fishing. Yeah, it's a Euro game, but it's like fishing. So,
yeah.
Someone needs to make a baseball game, a Euro baseball game.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of find, like, Rich is a huge hockey fan. Yeah. And so I've learned a lot about kind of the back end of, managing teams and all that stuff. And I find it quite interesting.
Like, so
it would make a good Euro, but...
like Soccer Manager or something, in which I think is more
European. Oh, that
European,
sounds like something, yeah.
Which is supposed to be really good. I've never played it. So I'm sure you could do hockey or any of those things for that.
Yeah.
So I'll stop playing with this. So, yeah, that's my...
Sports.
Go sports. Speaking of sports...
Bits. It's
a sport. Bits.
What?
All the bits. Well, this is our all the bits. My segues are awful. The segue is not strong with this one. So this is our all the bit.
It's never been strong.
No, it really hasn't. This is our all the bit, and this is where we're going to highlight some bits of a specific game.
Because we like bits.
We love bits. Love the bits.
Bits.
There you go. That's all there. I'll start with mine, since mine is wholly unoriginal?
Yes.
It's entirely unoriginal these days. But that is Azul.
Yeah.
From Michael Kiesling and the artists Philip Guerin and Chris Quilliams. Ooh, that is such a cool last name. I love it.
Yeah.
Quilliams.
I'll be talking a lot about Quilliams later in this episode.
Look at that. And this is from Next Move Games and Plan B Games. North America.
Yep.
Is doing it, which... They're from Quebec, I think.
They are.
I did not know that.
I did not until I ordered from their site.
That's true, yeah. All right, so the cool thing about the bits in Azul is, as I'm sure everyone has seen now, they're very chunky. What are they made of?
Acrylic.
Basically,
I have no clue.
Chunky
Plastic.
Ceramic tiles. It says right here. So
they're ceramic?
I don't know.
Ceramic
it's
braid?
what... Their tiles are supposed to look like ceramic tiles. But they're very colorful. There's black and blue and red with other colors and snowflakes and starting and nighttime things. So they all just it looks very happy.
It's beautiful.
You're looking at it looks very happy, and it makes you want to eat Starburst.
It does.
Because they're in the exact shape of Starburst, and you could picture yourself just going into a store and buying a package of Starburst, and all the wrappers are like this.
And all the tiles are in a big, beautiful bag.
They are.
And they make such a good sound.
They do. You just put your hand in the sack and just go like this. Yeah.
Clink.
It feels really... But even like those little circles, they're nice and colorful that you put the tiles on. Your player boards are... But they look so amazing when your bits are on there. So, yeah, it's entirely unoriginal, but I think it really is... such a beautiful package.
It's beautiful, yeah. The only thing, they missed a little bit on the scoring track with the cube just being on top. But also, I saw the other day on BGG, people were starting to make first player tokens. So the first player token is just like a square cardboard chit. Mm-hmm. But it sits on your player board where a tile would sit. So people are making like first player markers that are the same size as the tiles. And I was like, yeah... That was a bit of a miss. That would have been nice. Anyway.
That's a
nitpick.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful game.
Yes, it really is.
I have a really fun All the Bits.
Okay, what is your All the Bits game?
Okay, so it's from the game Rise of Queensdale, which isn't out yet. It's a legacy game. Okay, but wait. I had to.
Okay.
Okay, it's a legacy game.
This is not next up.
I know. Ow.
No, that was I was doing next up like a baseball. I wasn't, come on. I'm not going to sit here slapping you. What the heck?
Rise of Queensdale by Inca and Marcus Brand. It's coming out in 2018. It's a legacy game. And apparently, I'm going to guess they come up with a different solution. But in the meantime, they have a miniature plunger that is used in the game to get tiles. Because apparently...
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Apparently, the board, I think you must put tiles on top of tiles in like a groove or something where you can't just like grab the top tile back up.
Oh, that's really cool.
So they have this like miniature plunger. That's
awesome.
So that's my bit.
That's a wicked bit.
It's a good bit.
That is a wicked bit. Yeah. When does this game come out? When do I get my plunger on?
I don't know. Sometime in 2018.
I have no clue. Maybe it's at Origins where all the bits will be having their first ever meetup.
Oh, is that?
That's what'll happen.
Oh, Shaun. Good one.
Yeah, that was
that was a good one.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know if we've mentioned it yet. This episode will be a little bit different. Other than usually we do our pew 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 pew. Oh, look at that! That's pretty sweet. Pew. I like how you saved your best pew for when we're not doing our drive-bys.
That was my second best pew.
Really? You've had a better pew?
Yeah, episode 10 for sure.
Do you remember the exact pew?
Oh, yeah, I remember all my pews.
Oh, that's good. I do so many pews that I can't remember them. Can't remember how much I pewed.
You have done a lot of pews.
Yeah, I pew a lot. All right, so we usually do our drive-bys, which is where we talk about our games that we played, but we thought we'd like to do something a little bit different this game. Instead of doing our drive-bys and our next up, we're going to do kind of a giant next up, a top 10, if you will.
Yes.
And this is a top 10 of the games we can't wait for in 2018, even though we have too many games to play to begin with. But who cares, because we continue to tell ourselves we will just sleep less and play more. Sleep is for the dead anyways, right?
That's correct.
I read Michelle's whole spiel. Sorry to steal credit for you, but that's a really good one.
That's not a spiel. That's a title.
That's the title. That's the title of our episode.
That's a TGW. No, I'm not going to do it.
You should totally do. Tweet us at TGWC hashtag TGWCWFI2ETW.
Okay, stop.
HTN. All right, so we're going to talk about our top 10 games that we're looking forward to. Did you do in 2018? And what sorts of criteria do you have?
It had to come out in 2018.
Okay.
I think that was it, really. I had to be excited about it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I didn't really like reprints. I didn't care about. We didn't pick expansions.
No expansions. I didn't do a reprint either. There are definitely like Zia and some other reprints that I'm definitely interested in.
Okay,
I didn't do that though.
Yeah, I did
do not reprints, but like re-implementations, reimaginings. I'm assuming we have the same one on our list, which is probably the only one we have.
Probably
that is the same. But yes,
perhaps.
And should we do our honorable mentions?
Sure.
Because we did.
Are these expansions or are these legit? Okay.
Yeah. Isn't that what
Yep. We can do that. Yep.
Okay. What's your?
I have a lot.
Do you? Okay. Go ahead.
I was just gonna list them.
Just go ahead.
How many do you have?
I have 3.
Oh my god! I couldn't pick, and then I forgot to narrow it down.
All right. Let's see.
Okay. I'm just gonna list them. So. Role Player has an expansion coming out called Mechs and Minions, which adds...
Monsters and Minions.
Oh.
Mechs and Minions is different. You're barking up a different tree there, sister.
Lorenzo Il Magnifico is coming out with Houses of the Renaissance, which I'm pretty stoked about. Clank has another...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the Mummy's Curse.
I forgot. Okay, that's on my list.
Yeah, that sounds good. I love that theme. Robinson Crusoe. I didn't look into this one, but it has Mystery Tales. Robinson Crusoe I absolutely adore, so... Hopefully that'll be good. It's for the new version, though, and I have the old one, so I don't know if they'll cross-mix. Great Western Trail. Rails to the North. Looks good. Yeah, love that game. And Dead Men Tell No Tales, which is...
What is that?
Yeah, it's a co-op game with pirates and the fire or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't hit the table much, but I actually quite like it, and so I'm hoping this expansion will kind of bring it back to life. And it's the Kraken.
Release the Kraken!
The Kraken. Cool. And then the last one I have is expansion for the game of this episode, Caverna.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Caverna's getting an expansion.
Cool.
Very cool.
All right, so the 4 Clank, the mummy thing, is definitely on my list. I forgot. Role Player, Monsters and Minions is on my list. Whatever the Terraforming Mars expansion will be called.
Yes.
So right now it's listed as the Terraforming Mars expansion.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I'm going to just assume that it's about Uranus. Ching.
If you could see his face, he's so pleased with himself right now. I'm very pleased with myself. So pleased.
Terraforming Mars, Terraforming Uranus.
No,
that's pretty funny. All right, and then by far my number one is, I'm actually surprised this isn't on your list, is Eldritch Masks of Nyarlathotep.
So here's my thing about Eldritch Horror.
Yeah,
it's too much.
But this one does add like a campaign to it.
Okay, I'll look into it. But like, I bought all the expansions until I could no longer fit the game into a second box. Or no, I have 1 box.
Okay.
And that's it. I just capped it. So.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
That's where I'm at.
All right.
Did you put yours in order from 10 to 1?
Yeah.
All right. I'll start.
Go for it.
Okay, so my first one, my number 10, is Detective, a modern crime board game.
Okay.
Do you know about this one?
I've heard of it.
Okay. So it's by Ignacy Trzewiczek, and a name I really can't pronounce. Przemysław Slaw Timer, yeah. By Portal Games, the artist is not listed. Essentially, what you do is you take on the role of crime investigators, and there's an app that you use to, like, go into the database and do searches and stuff like that. And then apparently there's, like, other online, like, you have to do some internet searches, and then there's, of course, in-game bits, too, that you'll have to read through. So it's a cooperative game, and there's deduction. So I don't know, I just think it sounds like a really fun theme. I liked, Sherlock Holmes? Yeah, consulting detective. So this sounds like it has a ton of potential, but so did First Martians, right? Yeah. So I always find with Portal games, it's like kind of hit or miss. So super curious about it. I think it sounds like a ton of fun, but definitely wait and see.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
So my number 10 is Fireball Island.
Of course it is.
Yes, obviously. The Curse of Volcar. And this is from Restoration Games, designed by Rob Davio, J.R. Honeycutt, Justin D. Jacobson, Chuck Kennedy, and Bruce Lund. And I don't know anything really much about this other than it's a re-implementation of Fireball Island, which was like everyone's Grail game.
Never played it.
A thing. No, I never played it either. But it's worth, I don't know if it'll still be worth a lot of money if you had a copy of it. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I think it's coming out on Kickstarter. I think that was their plan last I heard. I'm just trying to do something.
Is there a gimmick? I'm assuming there's like a volcano.
It was a volcano
something?
and the ball would go down the track or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just kind of trying to find out when it's actually coming out. But it is going to be on Kickstarter. So I don't know a ton about it, but I think it's going to... And they've gone with I think they've changed up the design aesthetic a lot, and it's very much like that 40s, 50s kind of like, if you're familiar with Fallout, the board game, or Fallout, this was like this. So they've gone with...
Oh, yeah. Kind of I've seen some of the postcards. Yeah. I do like the look.
So I'm curious to see. There are no pictures of the game or anything yet. So we kind of don't know. But I think last I heard, Kickstarter was supposed to be early in the year. So I'm hoping it comes soon.
And you've enjoyed all of their games
so far? I really love Downforce.
Yeah.
Really love Stop Thief.
Yeah.
Both those good. Indulgence and
So
kind of. I think
are those the only three they've done?
Those are the only three they've done so far. I'm assuming along with this, there will be other ones out.
Cool.
So, Fireball Island, The Curse of Volcar, my number 10.
Nice. Good pick. My next one is Australia. It's Australia spelled with a Z.
Yes.
This one's by Martin Wallace and published by Schimmel Games and arts by James Colmer. So, I love the way they describe it. An adventure exploration game set in an alternate reality 1930s. That just sounds like a good setting.
Awesome.
Yep. Everything you do in the game costs time. And apparently at some point in time, the old ones wake up and become an active player. They reveal themselves and move. Yeah. So, it plays 1 to 4, I think. So, the solo mode might be really cool. I just think it sounds really intriguing, and I like the idea of potentially it sounds like you do a lot of maybe resource building at the beginning to kind of get prepared, and it sounds maybe like the game just kind of shifts halfway through, and then you end up having to fight. I don't know how much of the gameplay.
Based on the short story, that's a Neil Gaiman short story.
Right, yeah. So I don't know, if it's, how much of it's based, mechanically, but anyways, it just sounds kind of cool.
Really
and I
cool,
like Martin Wallace. Yeah. So that's my number 9.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. All right, my number 9. They may have talked about this. I don't remember. I don't even know if this game will be out in 2018, to be honest. Quad Heroes from Wonderment Games, designed and art by Ryan, I think it's Ear. His name is a Canadian dude. So this is a game that's basically being advertised as a side-scrolling video game in board game form. And it's got these really cool little miniatures that are blocks.
Oh, wow.
And I am a Kickstarter backer, and I had the opportunity to play this a little bit at Gen Con and prototype, and it was fun. It was like total fun experience. Everyone liked it. It was a prototype version of it. But I think kind of following the Kickstarter right now, I'm not sure it's going to be out 2018.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would be kind of surprised if it is, actually. But
that sounds neat.
It's supposed to be out. It seems really fun. Like, if you watch any videos and everything, it just looks like a good time. It looks like...
Yeah, I've not heard of that, but I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's worth checking out.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I don't have a ton to say about it. I'm trying to remember, but basically, you give they all have unique player powers, and you do some action programming with them, and there's some card play. There's a modular board. I really like that there are variable player powers, but it's nothing too outlandish with it. So.
Maybe that'll be the first board game that does a video game well. Because there hasn't been that much success,
Yeah.
There was didn't Caterpillar or something come out this year, and I know Space Invaders came out. And there was that...
and it's not an actual video game, right?
Shipping one. No, I know, but there's been a few... Well, there's also that one where... I can't think of the name now. I think you had it. Where they would, the boards would shift down, and you were like a fighter ship.
Oh, flip ships?
No. And you were shooting, and it was supposed to be like
flip
a...
Ships?
No, it wasn't. Trust me, I know.
You sure it wasn't flip ships?
I promise you. It was older than flip ships. Yeah.
I don't know that I had.
I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, it didn't do very well. Yeah. So it's I love the idea.
Yeah,
and they had a big
hard.
boss. There's a boss stage and stuff.
I have no idea what you're talking. You're just talking nonsense.
No, I'm not. If you guys know what it is, could you tweet us at All the Bits Pod?
Yeah.
Because I really want to remember. All right. Is it my go?
Yep.
Number 8. I've already talked about this game. It's Rise of Queensdale. So this one is by Inka and Marcus Brand. It's coming out from Aaliyah Ravensburger, and the art is by Michael Menzel. Mm-hmm. Love Michael Menzel's art.
The dog.
Yeah. So this is a legacy game that features dice management and worker placement. Mm-hmm. Enough said. Great designers, great artists.
Michelle
yeah. I'm kind of I'm somewhat sick of legacy games, but at the same time, I really love the idea of really Euro-y legacy games.
Of course you do.
So, yeah. I think that sounds really good. I don't know much more about it, but yeah.
All right, my number 7 is Firefly Adventures, Brigands and Browncoats. And this is from Gale Force 9. And designed by Aaron Dill, Andrew Hott, John Kulvosky, and Shaun Sweart. I'm going to say his name, not me. Different Sean. Basically, this is a mission-based skirmish type game using Firefly characters. So, you can be Mal, or you could be Jane, or Zoe, or Kaylee, or I can't think of anyone else.
I've never watched an episode.
What is wrong with you? Get out. Leave.
This is my house.
Leave your house right now. You don't belong in here. You can tweet us at All the Bits Pod and tell Michelle how crazy she is for not watching Firefly. So, but yeah, it's basically it's one of those mini games for board gamers.
Okay.
Type things, and it seems just like a skirmish game. But I mean, I will try anything Firefly related, even Firefly Shiny Dice.
Did you try Firefly Shiny Dice?
Yeah.
Was it as bad as everyone said it was?
I don't know that I could this, but anything Firefly you can have me at. So
really?
My all-time favorite shows. Yeah. So I'm very curious to kind of give that. I don't know what their plan is for that, to be honest. I don't know if it's a Kickstarter game or not.
Sounds like it would be.
It sounds like it would be a super Kickstarter game, actually. No. Well, Gale Force 9, they don't really do Kickstarters, do they? They do all the...
What else have they published?
Star Trek Ascendancy and Sons of Anarchy.
Anarchy. Which I've heard is a good game.
Yeah, They do that IP stuff better than anyone, I think. So apparently it's being shipped at the end of the month.
Oh.
So it'll be available. So I look forward to hopefully grabbing that.
Yeah, and I look forward to not playing it.
Yeah, because you have horrible taste.
Well,
so all right.
Say. Speaking of great taste, my next one.
Okay.
My next one is Carpe Diem.
Mm-hmm.
Seize the Day. Guess who this is by?
Michael Kiesling.
Stefan Feld.
Oh.
There's 2 Felds.
Oh, yeah, they are. This is like Christmas.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good year. So this is by Aaliyah. The artist has not been announced. The box looks awful. But it's a tile placement game. That's all they have to say.
Okay.
And I've really been into tile placement, and it's felt, so I'm interested. Yeah. There's the other one I talked about last episode, Trajan. I can't remember.
Trajan themed one?
Yeah. So I didn't want to put both, so I picked Carpe Diem because I hadn't talked about it, and also because tile placement sounds really interesting.
You know? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
I think it's I'm sensing that it might be like more of a La Isla weight.
So, okay.
Which is kind of, it's always exciting. I don't know. Something different.
So exciting. I'm sweating. I'm so excited.
You're so excited.
So excited. All right. So my number, let's get off feld here. My number 7 is a game we have actually both played.
What?
We have both played this particular game.
Decrypto?
Yeah, Decrypto from Le Scorpion Masque. Or no, Masque. It's got an accent thing. Le Scorpion Masque. The Masked Scorpion, for those of you who, right? That's what it would be?
Why are you asking me?
By Thomas Desjardins L'Espérance, I think his name is. So the Decrypto is a party game where you're trying to interpret coded messages. But they're, I don't know how to describe it. Like the thing. You're giving
clues to your team to try to get them to guess a word, but the other team can hear you. They get a guess first.
And you're presenting them in...
And you're trying to give clues that are... Like, you have, 5 words to choose from, so you're...
What's the gimmick?
Oh, it's like a red screen.
Okay, yes.
And the card, if you look at it without the red screen, it's like totally...
Yes, jumbled.
There's like a bunch of pixelated colors you can't really tell. And then once you put it behind the red screen, it...
Yeah, that's what I was trying to describe.
And the theme is like 80s computer bits, which is awesome.
But it's really neat that you're trying to give these clues and everyone can hear everything you're saying. And then you're kind of writing them down. So it's really neat. Someone did pick it up in the U.S. because I remember when the guy was showing it to us. I don't know if he was someone to do with the game or he just had it. I wasn't sure. But I can't remember. Someone is picking it up in the U.S. I want to say TMG, but I might be completely wrong.
And I've seen reviews out already, so I think it's coming soon.
Yeah, it's definitely coming soon. But this is definitely a game I could see being like a huge hit.
Yeah, I think so. Game. It's a good game. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
It was neat. Yeah.
Yep. So the Crypto.
Cool.
What's next for you?
I'm on 6.
6.
My 6th
Let's 6 it up.
Century Eastern Wonders by Emerson Mitsuchi, Plan B Games, and art by Chris Quilliams.
Oh, there you go.
There he is again.
K-Dog.
Yeah, Q-Dog.
Q-Dog, sorry.
Yeah. So this is a sequel, if you will, to Century Spice Road. It says, we invite fans to return to the exciting world of spice trading. I don't think that was supposed to be a joke.
You know what? I feel like it actually was.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess it was. As
players take to the high seas in the role of merchants seeking to prosper in the exotic Indonesian island. Sounds interesting. It says it can be combined with Spice Road to create a completely different game called Sand to Sea. So I'm really actually quite curious to see how they pull that off. That was their whole thing
at the beginning, right? Was that they would all be able to come together?
Yeah, and from what I've heard, Emerson Mitsuchi actually designed the bigger game first, and then they wanted to break it down into little chunks. Apparently this has grid movement, pick up and deliver, and set collection. I really like Spice Road. I really loved the art in Spice Road, so I think this one looks beautiful as well. I'm not a huge fan of pick up and deliver, and because of how light Century Spice Road is, I'm concerned that this will just be like a really light, like go here and go do this, and
I'm gonna guess.
So I'm not sure if I'll really like it, but I'm certainly interested in it, and really more than anything, just curious to see how they can combine the two games and make it something. And it's pretty.
You know who will not be playing that game?
You?
Me.
You don't think?
Because they say they're not releasing one for Century Golem, but I'm sure 2 months later it will come out. But that was just a joke. I was making it funny.
Was that what that was?
Hilarious, actually.
Hilarious?
Yeah, that was super fun. Super soups funny. All right, my number 6 is, let's just get this.
Oh, boy.
All these next 6 are freaking Kickstarter games that I back.
Are they?
And one day will be back.
Okay.
Very soon. This is like I was telling Michelle, I'm just like, seriously, I'm part of the problem here if all my games are like Kickstarter games. So number 6 is Founders of Gloomhaven.
Right.
Designed by Isaac Childress and published by Cephalofair Games. This is nothing to do in terms of gameplay with Gloomhaven, but it is set in the Gloomhaven universe before Gloomhaven becomes a haven of gloom, if you will.
Very nice.
And this is a tile placement, action selection, village/city builder type game. Basically Euro. What's going to be super fun about this is all the bits will be in this game because us Kickstarter people got to select name a tile.
Oh yeah,
and I can't remember what I named it, but it was something to do with all the bits.
Yeah,
so
well done.
We'll be in there. We'll be talking about
represented in the Haven of Gloom.
Representing the Haven of Gloom, bro.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it looks like a fun game. People who've played it seem to really like it. People who've played the online implementation, the print of play.
How long is it?
BGG says 90 to 120 minutes.
Okay.
So, which is, I'm more towards the 90 minutes for a Euro of this. But
yeah.
We'll see. I'm curious to see. This says 3.71 weight, which seems rather high from what you were talking about. But I'm curious to see kind of how meaty it is. Yeah.
How heavy did you say?
3.71.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I'm curious.
I'm curious about that one.
Yeah.
I didn't back it because I just felt like I didn't know enough about it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I might love it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So my number 6.
When does that come?
You know what? I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see while you're doing what you're doing.
My number 5 is Dragon Castle.
Oh, that one looks nice.
Yeah, this one's been talked about since Essen, but it's not hit us yet. So it's by Hjalmar Hawk, Lucha Ricci, Lorenzo Silva, and I'm guessing there are a few like publishers that I wasn't sure which one was the primary one, but I picked Horrible Games, and the art is by Sinyi Chiu. So this one is inspired by Mahjong. So it's got beautiful, beautiful Mahjong tiles. You take the tiles, you put them on your own board, which has like gorgeous watercolor style art. I would call it. Maybe it's not watercolor. I don't know. It's gorgeous anyway. And then you're doing set collection, and then at some point when you have enough of a type, you flip them over and you get points, and you can build like little shrines. And there's like these really pretty shrine
things.
Roofs, there's the word. And, it just looks... I mean, I love Azul. Azul's been a big hit this year. I've played it a ton already. I love the chunky bits. I feel like this game might feel the same. So that excites me. I've been interested in it for a while. It's got some asymmetrical powers
stuff.
Yeah. You can buy, like, okay, I'm going to do this. You don't necessarily get one thing that no one else can do. But yeah, it just looks really pretty and it looks interesting. My only concern is, like, setup time because you actually, just like Mahjong, you actually have to set up, like, a board with, 15 piles of 5 in this formation. So I'm not sure about that, but hopefully the gameplay will be worth it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's one I've pre-ordered.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to trying that out, actually.
Yeah, it should be good.
Really cool. All right, my number 5 is, I'm guessing you have this on your list somewhere, is Brass Lancashire, and I guess I'm kind of cheating. Brass Lancashire and Brass Birmingham, which I guess are technically 2 different games, but whatever. I'm putting them as one.
Do it.
Because it's one package. So this is from... Well, both of these, I guess, designed originally by Martin Wallace, but also this re-implementation, Gavin Brown, Matt Tolman, and from Roxley Games, which is a local game to us here.
Yes.
So, gotta support them, and that's probably pretty much the only reason I backed this game.
Yeah.
It looks great, but I know enough people who have it, who are gonna have it. But, I've never played the original Brass.
I haven't either.
I started a game, and it just... never went anywhere. It's late night, but it's an economic strategy game, with hand management and lots of network and building, like that type of thing. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I guess Birmingham is the sequel to the original one. I don't know if it was a thing before.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was, right? I think it was just created for this. So, yeah, I don't know a ton about it. I know people feel free to tweet us your thoughts on the original Brass. I know there was lots of controversy in the past over that, but feel free to just tweet us what you think of Brass, or email us, or anything else. Yeah, I'm totally looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm also... Oh, those clay... What are they called?
Poker chips?
Yeah, the poker chips.
They look
incredible.
Fantastic.
And the art is just... It just does it for me.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like an absolutely gorgeous production.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, top quality. Yeah.
You can't have a podcast called All the Bits and not own that game.
There you go.
Yeah, and it really does look like a like you said, top quality product.
Yeah, stunning.
Like it looks like
it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like the type of thing you might not want to play with new gamers, but you would want to show them.
Yeah,
like you would want to be like, look at this.
Yeah,
look at this. Go play your Monopoly.
And I'm going to play with those
this.
poker chips so much. Like any chance I can get. Yeah, beautiful. Good
All right,
take.
what's your number 5?
So
4?
Brass, spoiler, is not on this list.
What?
It's an honorable mention.
Oh,
okay, here's the thing.
Shocked.
Well, okay.
Okay, well, we could get to it after.
Yeah. I know it's coming. It's been coming for a while. I've been excited for a while. So now, like, I'm more excited about some of the new things I've heard.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
So this next one, I'm curious to know if you have it on your list.
Okay.
Or if you know about it. And I apologize for the pronunciation. I meant to Google it, but I forgot.
You don't? Okay, then I don't have it because these are very... the games that list.
Oh, yeah, and it's not Kickstarter. It's Teotihuacan?
Sure.
City of Gods.
I have heard of that.
Okay, so it's by Daniel Tassini and SKN Games, and the art is Osis Damoglau? I'm not sure. Okay, so the way they describe it is to witness the glory and the twilight of the powerful pre-Columbian civilization. What?
No, go.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, I'll say it after.
You strategize, accrue wealth, gain the favor of the gods, and become the builder of the magnificent pyramid of the sun.
Is this from the... Zolkin.
That's why I'm...
Like, yes.
That's why I thought it might be on your list. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that sounds pretty, like, generic, but I still love the theme.
Yeah.
So it says each player commands a force of worker dice, which grow in strength with every move.
Nice.
Thought that sounded kind of cool. On your turn, you move a worker around a modular board, and you choose one of 2 areas. One offers you an action and a worker upgrade, but the other provides you with a powerful bonus without an upgrade.
What?
I know.
Get out.
I know.
Shut the front... Oh, wrong.
I know.
We're not. We can't say that.
Players develop new technologies, climb the steps, build houses, blah, blah, blah. Like normal stuff.
I'm really into that blah, blah, blah stuff.
Yeah. But, I mean, the theme is interesting to me. But the designer pedigree is what really makes it stand out. So Zolkin, Voyages of Marco Polo, and Council 4, which I have not played, but I've heard is good. Mm-hmm. So good theme, mechanisms sound interesting, designer pedigree, and dice. I do love dice in a Euro.
You do.
I must say.
You're all about the dice.
Yeah. So that sounds good. It doesn't look that great, but, like, visually
stunning.
But there's still, it's like prototype right now. So
when does that come out? Do you know?
No, I don't. These are all supposed to be 2018, but I didn't look at I didn't check the forums if there were specific dates.
Cool. Mm-hmm. All right, my number 4. We've talked about this one on the show, both of us. Crusaders, Thy Will Be Done, from Tasty Minstrel Games, designed by Seth Jaffe, and I'll send a shout out to the artist here, Adam P. McIver.
Yes.
Because I do really enjoy his work and his game design from Ex Libris. So, this is a Rondel / movement game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rondel / Mancala game. It says that right here. Look on the thing. It's a TMG game, so there's a deluxeified edition. It's got really cool coins.
Yes.
Like the number one thing. But what's neat about it is each person has their own rondel, I believe, and then you can upgrade it throughout the game, which seems really cool. I don't know of anything else other than that. And I think the rondel basically controls the type of actions you can do, too.
It does.
So, which is really neat. And then I think there are some variable player powers, because whoever you're playing,
it's
kind of a loose Crusade theme. It's like on the outskirts.
Yeah.
It's Crusade adjacent. Is that
what it is?
That's, if they haven't said it, they should say it. We should call it Crusade Adjacent. But nice. The videos I saw, I really liked. Like, it looked like really neat stuff going on in it. So, another game I backed on Kickstarter.
There it is. Yeah, I backed it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. My number 3 is the same game.
Oh, is it?
Crusade
nice.
Day will be done. Yeah. It's a good pick.
It's like the second time we've done that this episode.
Yeah, same thing. Like, I like rondelles and mancalas. I like those mechanisms. Like, I really like Trajan, and I just think this looks like a really nice game. Like, it doesn't look like it'll be super heavy or super long, but, interesting enough to kind of hold your attention for 45 minutes. Like, it just, I don't know, just something about it really draws me in, and I think I just think it looks really interesting. And, of course, I'm excited about the deluxeified bits.
Yes.
Yeah, like, those coins, like you said, they have the dual layered boards, which I think will be really, really nice. And then all like the little plastic minis and stuff. I think it'll be a very, very nice production. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
It must be soonish. I feel like late spring, early summer.
I think like maybe April, May.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 3 is another Kickstarter game. Cerebra: The Inside World from Mind Clash Games, designed by Richard Amann and Victor Peter, and I'll give the artist gorgeous on this game. So I'll say Pedro A. Alberto, Toby Allen, Vilio Farkas, Jamie Sickle. And what this is a team, or I think it doesn't have to be team, but like an area control game. But they do such an amazing product and such an amazing package, Mind Clash games. I'm upset to this day that I didn't get in on like the Kickstarter for Acrony. They've done Acrony and Tricarian. Okay. But their packages for their Kickstarters are absolutely gorgeous. This one is no different. The pieces, the bits, everything about it is absolutely gorgeous. And it's basically, that just seems intriguing. Like, with the videos I watched when it was coming out, is that, like, 2 to 4 player area control just seems really interesting, that you would have to work with someone on a team, or, again, you can play it together, but there are things, there's variable player powers, there's a small deck building aspect to the game as well, from what I remembered. So it seems like there's a lot of interesting going on, and what I really like about this publisher is they shoot for the moon. With the stuff they do. Like, they don't... I saw this game at Gen Con. They had it on the table, and they were doing demos, and there was always a lineup, so I didn't get in. But just looking at it, like... And you would love it. Like, I don't know if you see pictures.
I'm
like
looking at this art right now, and I'm just...
And fuchsias and, like, all these... And it's absolutely stunning, like, seeing it on the table.
Yeah. This art is right up my alley.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so the Kickstarter package, the kind of deluxe one or whatever it was, you get minis and you get other stuff with it. So I couldn't say no to it.
Well, I'm looking forward to playing your copy.
Yes.
Oof. I'm going to be the pink one.
Go for it.
Thanks.
That's my number 3.
Cool. Good pick. My number 3. Oh, we already did my number 3. My number 2. Speaking of...
As you tell me your number 2, I'm going to try to figure out
mind-blowing art. Is Feudum.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one's by Mark Swanson, published by Crowd Games, art by Justin Schultz. You and your blokes have been banished and stripped of everything but a few shillings and table scraps. Undaunted, you journey to a strange land to reinvent yourself and reclaim your honor. Will you farm the earth, fight as knights, or finagle your own feudums? So, this is an economic medieval game of hand and resource management.
Nice.
Yes. It's supposed to be best at 2.
Nice. Ooh, there you go. That's like, gives you all sorts of highs.
And I've recently met someone who I've been playing a lot of games with, and she likes heavier games.
Oh, nice.
So I know I could get this to the table.
Nice.
It just sounds interesting. I mean, heavy economic Euro game. Okay. But that art. Yeah. It's honestly, if the art was not good, if it did not look the way it looked, I probably would just, okay, wait until the reviews. But, like, best art I've seen in a very, very long time. And they are incredible bits. There's, like, little monsters. Have you seen them?
Yes.
There's, like, a little, like, blue and purple monster that stands up. And apparently that's the retail version and not the Kickstarter version. And I have to have a Euro game that looks this incredible. I just have to have it.
So you ever pre-ordered or Kickstarted? It was on Kickstarter a while ago.
It was on Kickstarter a while ago, and I looked at it, and I was like, because it was heavier, right? And at the time, I just wasn't getting heavy games to the table, so I was like, But now I can get heavier games to the table, so yes, I've pre-ordered it. Nice. It just looks so good, and I can't get over the art. I just can't get over it. It's too good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is a game that may or may not already be within reach of my grubby little hands.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe not, because I did get a thing from Canada Post. That's something to pick up, and that is Rising Sun. Published by Simon, designed by Eric Lang, and again, I'll send a shout out for the art, because I do like the art. Adrian Smith is the artist. So this is shipping to everyone. People have it in the States now, and I think most Canadians have had it shipped to them as well. So I don't know if it's this or hardback. Those are the two I got coming to me.
That's exciting.
Kickstarter. So I kickstarted this right away. I was like, no, because to this day I regret not kickstarting Blood Rage, because it's one of my favorite games. And I didn't kickstart it, and I don't have access to all those other things with it. So this one I was like all in right away.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm doing it. I'm going for it. And Rising Sun is, they call it a spiritual successor to Blood Rage. But what I've heard is that it's also there's a lot of diplomacy in it. But not so much of the part of diplomacy that I hate and can't stand. More of like that cosmic encounter type.
Okay.
So like the negotiation alliances with a purpose and with cards and play around that. Because you have the hand management and the deck building that you have in... Not so much deck building, but the hand management that you have in Blood Rage.
Okay. I haven't played Blood Rage.
Blood Rage. Yeah, so this is an area control game too. And yeah, I'm just like totally... It's gorgeous. I mean, the minis are friggin' incredible.
What have you been hearing? Good things?
I haven't... You know what? I've been kind of blacked out from it.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, because people get really excited. I'm seeing a lot more now because people are unboxing and they're like going gaga over the stuff. And I mean, with Simon, the problem never is...
The bits?
Is the bits, right? It's never going to be the minis. They're always going to be gorgeous and perfect. It's going to be, what's the gameplay like? And the reason I was so into this, and I saw they really were shooting for that Blood Rage vibe, but maybe with a little bit more negotiation and a little bit other stuff to it. I could totally see, like, playing Blood Rage, I was like, oh yeah, what would make this game really good is that your clan should be able to negotiate with another clan or something, right? To do stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see. I'll be talking about this game a ton when it comes in.
Cool.
So.
Well, I'd like to play that with you.
Yeah.
All right. Guesses on I have no guesses on your number 1, by the way. I went on to BGG and I was like, oh, I'll just go through the list of games coming out in 2018.
You might not get mine.
Yeah, there's 15 pages.
That's too much. It's too many games.
Too many. So I have no clue. My game, I guess the only guess I have for you is Gentis, because you kickstarted it.
Yes, but no.
Okay.
I don't even know if that's coming out this year, is it?
I thought it was.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
November, maybe.
I didn't even think about that, actually. That might have been...
it was my
close.
Honorable mention. My other one.
Did you say Altiplay now?
No. I thought about it too late. Yeah. I don't know if it would go on here, but it might have.
That would have been an honorable mention for me. I have no idea.
Okay.
There's too many crappy Euros out there for me to guess. I don't know.
It is a Euro.
Yeah, okay.
It's Coimbra.
Coimbra. Like Coimbra?
No.
You have a Coimbra?
But it's like Coimbra, which is, I think it's a place in Portugal.
Okay.
All right. So, this is by Flamini Brasini and Virginian Gigli, published by Igortspiel, and art by, wait for it, the Q-Dog! Chris Williams. There you go. And apparently he did Arboretum, too, which I absolutely...
That's got really nice art.
It's a beautiful
I like them trees.
Yeah. Never heard of this one?
No.
Okay. So, are you ready?
Okay, let's
I have
do it.
the theme. It's 15th and 16th century Portugal.
I've always wanted to go there.
Yes. As the head of one of Coimbra... I can't say it without saying Coimbra.
I know.
Okay, sorry. Woo. As the head of one of Coimbra's oldest houses, you seek to earn, wait for it, prestige by deepening relationships with nearby monasteries or funding expeditions of the era. To reach this goal, you must vie for the favors of the city's influential citizens. Yeah. So, sounds like a Euro.
Yeah.
These are the designers, though, that worked on Lorenzo Il Magnifico and Grand Austria Hotel. Two of my very favorite Euros. The art looks phenomenal because apparently Chris Quilliams, little did I know until I made this top 10 list, is probably one of my favorite artists. There's dice drafting. Sean's falling asleep.
Sorry, I'm up. I'm good.
They talked about ever-changing synergies between all the different things, which sounds fun.
I have ever-changing synergies on my shirt.
There's a map.
It's the name of my new worker placement game. Ever-changing synergies.
And asymmetrical powers.
Yeah.
Boom! Nailed it.
Baby.
Oh, boy. Yeah. So, I mean, like, pretty standard fare, 60 to 90 minutes. But, again, the designers, the arts, I know I'll love this game. I just will. Because
it sounds like a game you would love.
Yeah, Lorenzo and Grand Austria are phenomenal games. They're so good. So, anyways.
While you're playing that, I'll be watching paint dry.
Coimbra. Whatever. You'll play and you'll be like, this is a real good game,
This
bro.
is so good. You're making this sound so good. Alright, what's my number one? Any guesses?
I don't know. Some game with minis? No.
No?
Area Control.
No. There's no minis and there are no area control. It is no area control.
It's not hardback, is it?
No.
Is it a deck builder? I don't know.
Matter of speaking.
Do I know about it?
You might. I don't know if I've talked about it on the show or not.
I wouldn't even know where to
Yeah, I'm not predictable
guess.
like you, so let me just...
You hadn't even heard of Coimbra.
No, I hadn't heard of Coimbra.
So.
Alright, my number one is Edge of Darkness from
I've heard of
AEG and designed by John D. Clare.
Oh, yeah, the card crafter.
There are 16 artists listed on the game, so I'm not going to name them.
Wow.
This is, I believe, coming out on Kickstarter like next week or the week after. I think like the 20th.
Okay.
I will be every single possible pledge, whatever it is. I will.
Really?
Yes. I love... So John D. Clare has designed Mystic Vale, its expansions, and...
Custom Heroes.
Custom Heroes, two games I really adore and really like. This one is his take on actually using that card crafting system for a deep game.
Right.
For an actual game. So basically, in this one, players are the heads of guilds in the city. Each guild vies with others to become the leaders of the city. This is a horrible description.
So you can sit here at this table and look me in the eye.
I'm not. No, I know.
Make fun of me.
I know. For that description, this literally sounds like
And look, this is your number one.
Gosh, darn it. Okay. Anyway, so basically, what it says on BGG is that it combines card crafting, worker placement, shared deck building, and a whole new threat challenge system in a medium weight Euro style board game of 60 to 120 minutes for 2 to 4 players. My wheelhouse. Sounds perfect.
A midweight Euro is your wheelhouse.
If I'm going to play a Euro, midweight Euro, yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Like Coimbra.
The Coimbra. So I played the prototype of this at Gen Con.
Oh, you did? I didn't know that.
With him and I can't remember his wife's name. But she was the one who was like giving it. And it was super. I quite enjoyed it.
Okay.
I should stop doing that. I should stop fidgeting even when I'm talking. So what is neat about the threat system is, you have a shared deck that you're building from.
Yeah.
And when you use stuff from the shared deck, from what I remember, there's a certain amount of threat that you have to put in this dice tower thingy. Okay. And then at times, something will happen with that threat tower. It'll dictate when and who threats will attack. So which of the players they'll attack. It's hard to explain. It's an interesting mechanic because you're constantly accumulating these cubes, and then the cubes are going to go into the thing.
Sounds like Clank.
Ish. It definitely has like a Clank
mechanism.
Mechanism. Let's say Metallica. That doesn't make sense. So you have worker placements. I think there's like 12 or 15 spots that you can get your workers and put your workers in. You do the card crafting where as the game goes on, you're getting these cards. And then you're upgrading them. But each one has a good and a bad side, too. So you might get a little bit more for the bad side, but then you're potentially going to get threat. And you're going to do that. So again, I'm having trouble remembering a ton from it. But I'm totally looking forward to it. I'm like super excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one, too. Actually, I haven't done a ton of reading, but I considered it for the list. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm like, the card crafting thing just still feels a bit fidgety to me.
Yeah.
Or not fidgety. Gimmicky? No, what's the word
you're looking for?
No, that's not the word.
I think
anyway,
what I find cool about it is really it's like he's like the only one doing it. and working on stuff. And
Yeah.
it's like they're constantly trying to improve. Like, as much as I do like Mystic Vale, I think as a game, Custom Heroes is way better and a better experience. Although Mystic Vale, they're really supporting and constantly.
They are, yeah. They've done well with that.
I think the Conclave expansion is the next one. That was going to be on my expansion list, but I forgot to for Mystic Vale. And I think this will be, I'm hoping when all is said and done, because like I said, it was a prototype I played, I'm hoping it will really be a solid game. Like, you will really feel that. Because right now, I'm like, if nothing else came up, I would still go all in on whatever it was to do it. But I'm kind of curious what the game
Well, and isn't this the similar idea with like Emerson Mitsushi and Century Spice Road? Like, didn't it start out with this or something, and then they said, "Well, let's see if if it'll float first or fly rather."
Yeah. It launches on Kickstarter February 20th at noon.
Cool.
So that is 8 days away from from when this will be out. Nice.
Yeah, I'm curious about that one.
The number one.
I hope it's good.
I'm ready to get to that Edge of Darkness.
Not as good as Coinbra, but it's, it'll do.
Coinbra. Send us your coins if you want. Where can they send us? What's your address? Send us coins, people. Coinbra. I don't know. I was trying to be funny. I failed as usual.
Yeah, that wasn't that funny.
So that's an interesting top 10 list.
Yeah, it was good.
We should do top 10 lists every episode. People love top 10 lists.
They do love top lists. We could do like top 3.
Let's always do top 10. Top 10. The next episode will be the top 10 games we're not looking forward to playing until
and I'll just list your list. No,
yeah. Oh, ouch.
I'm kidding.
Ouch.
I'm kidding.
Ouch, Miss Boring Euro. Ouch. Whatever. Go play with your wooden cubes and trade some spice in the Mediterranean.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
I really want that zombie Mediterranean trading game so badly.
They should tongue-in-cheek. Although there have been tongue-in-cheek games. They haven't done the deck building game. And
so meta.
There's the Essen. There was an Essen game.
There was a couple of Essen games.
There were 2 that year.
The worker placement game.
Yeah. I don't think they've done that well, but zombies in the Mediterranean
can't be bad.
With ninjas.
Yeah, with ninjas. Love them.
Can't go wrong.
Well, those are episodes.
That's an episode.
That was a nice episode. That was we're at just over an hour.
Look at us go.
We always actually shoot to be like an hour.
Yeah.
And then Michelle just keeps talking.
Or you keep trying to be funny.
Well, you know what? If at first you don't succeed, try again and do the same joke over and over and over.
Baseball,
and
2-hole.
And over and over. In your 2-hole. That's right. We'll see everyone next time in their 2 holes.
Yes.
And what can they do in the meantime till our next episode comes out, Michelle?
Interact with us.
How can they interact with us, Michelle?
At All the Bits Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Or at allthebitspodcast@gmail.com.
And that Facebook page and Board Game Guild are coming.
Oh, yeah.
At some point. They're coming. Yeah. And you'll be able to interact with us there. And the computer's at 3%. So we're going to make it.
We're going to do it.
We're going to do it.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Bye, everyone. Peace
Bye.
out.